It's week 7 of the 2025 season, and we'll...
Punter Mitch Wishnowsky ready to do the honors. And off we go in Santa Clara. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. All set up now for 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. 1st down, here's Lamar. That one's incomplete over the middle. First time this game they've looked to him. And it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finding Flowers. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They've got a man in motion. A draw now. This is Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Running once more with Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. From the gun, Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has it down close. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Purdy throwing here on first. Finds the in route complete. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Running back sent in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. First down throw for Jackson. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Andrews with the catch. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To Zay Flowers. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Ravens.
Out of the gun, Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver, and that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
On the move, headed right. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop. 3rd and just 2 to go. Another run for Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Play action now with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Blitz coming, Lamar. This throw is cut. And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal. Here's Lamar. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
49ers nothing.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Getting out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Third down and 11.
Now it's Purdy. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country, right? Coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They are looking for game wreckers. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He has wrecked this offense with back-to-back sacks.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. So no return on that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
From the 46. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one is out of bounds, no return on the kick. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. From the gun is Purdy. Hits his tight end on the corner route. Oh, this big guy is moving. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers start to fight back with their first points of this game. George Kittle, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. He puts some juice on it deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That goes for 36 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
He completes it in traffic.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit. Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
To get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
I know we get so enamored with a one-handed catch, an amazing throw, but I am telling you, that kick from that distance is just as impressive. The leg strength, the power, he drives it low, and he finds a way to get an enormous 3 points.
So here come the 49ers on offense. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it, giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 31-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Kittle brings it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Now Purdy. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a 49er 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st down throw by Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers working here. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Putting the tight end in motion. Another try following the sack. That finds Ayuk complete. And he's taken down at the 30.
I love crossing routes versus zone defense. Those zone defenders are dropping to their spots. And with all of that horizontal action, they often get lost in zone coverage, just like that.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. Play action. Here's Jackson. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
Completed over the middle. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That's Marcus Davenport with the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Jackson's going to throw again. That's caught at the 4. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know. But whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The 49ers are ready to go on offense for the final time in the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Purdy throwing here on first. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So we've reached the halftime break. It's the Ravens leading so far on the road. As we send things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Bryce Young, strong as ever, as his guys finished off the first half at 7-1. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud, strong as ever, as his guys finished off the first half at 7-1. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. This is pulled in by Mecole Hardman. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They're set up at the 35 now.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Purdy on first down. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Second and 4. And this time they're going to get get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Well, here's what I know, Kate. And sadly, from personal experience, after this one's over, the QB, he's going to be the first one in the cold tub because he has been feeling the heat and paying the price all game long. At some point, you've got to find a way to protect the passer, or he's not going to endure this season.
Ravens bring an extra DB out there. Third down coming up. Purdy to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set. First and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Jair Brown. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Now Jackson off the play action. Caught by Flowers. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. All right, set now. First and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finding Flowers. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Henry running left. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Into the hands of Walker. And he gets him around 6 there. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw for Jackson. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Bateman hauls it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So now here's 3rd and 5. Lamar throwing again. He's on the move. He's running for it. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Play fake, Jackson. This will be caught by Watkins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Snap to Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
49ers 10.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Okay, that's one of those situations where it's just a double whammy. Number one, you can't afford to give up a possession and waste a possession like that. And number two, to do it so quickly. A 3 and out in that situation. It really, listen, if there is a path to a comeback, and that's a big if right now, it's going to take sustained drives, and a 3 and out just devastating on that possession.
Punting unit out now. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Pass complete to Walker. And he'll get it up to the 44. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's Henry on the counter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. One of the tight ends motioning right. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
This is Henry on 2nd. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Ravens with possession and a big enough lead already. They can probably coast the rest of the way. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying down the middle with Henry. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go. They give right side to Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It takes a coordinated effort by everybody offensively. O-line, tight ends, and, of course, those backs. Somewhere, somebody, they missed by just enough for the defense to break through and blow that play up.
He can run it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Gets this to Bateman. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Jackson to throw it. This one's caught. It's Andrews near the sideline. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. We'll give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Running once more with Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead.
49ers 10.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 33-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. He's got a man left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. And the Ravens going nickel, 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw again, it's Purdy. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Motioning left is their running back. Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. got a man. McCaffrey has it. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Third and just 2 to go. They bring a tight end in motion right. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
First down throw by Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it, thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Desperation time here on 4th. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's able to drive up past the 40. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Lamar back to throw. That's taken in by Henry. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers' 47-yard line.
Another run for Henry. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. King Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Ravens are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.